photogenic.
So many years in the world has brought me down, so I'm giving up all hope.
Meow. You got something to say, meow? Meow. Meow. Yeah, I finally just did one that was slightly better than mediocre when the camera was off.
I used to say I'd stay unshaken. This bitter pill is a pain that won't be drowned.
Sharp.
I believe we figured this shit out, but that's far too much now, and no one wants to listen.
It's up.
It's like an attack. Maybe call you back when my heart isn't broken. 'Cause I'm way too sad. Thought we both had an eternal conquer.
Welcome to vocals and the final mixing and mastering of the song. As usual, I've got some mixed things going on. I'll start out by saying that I'm really excited for this song. It really started to come together really quickly. As soon as I got the drums done, I basically did the bass, some more electric guitars, and backup vocals yesterday, and just one day. All that stuff came together really quick. Like, I've been wanting to make a song that's this good, to be able to record something that sounds this good in this studio for my whole life. I mean, this honestly might be the first song I've ever made where I legitimately feel like it sounds like it almost could have been done in a professional studio. It's a goal that I've had for 15 years of using this machine. You know, I think this song is just turning out really great. So anyway, right now I'm literally just like trying to get this song done as quickly as possible. I am like, because I'm so nervous about this machine, something going wrong with it. I just want to get this stuff to tape, get this song off of the machine and get it up. Then I'm finally going to go and start editing all these other videos and start getting that stuff out. But right now I just won't be able to rest. I won't be able to think straight or feel not anxious until this song is done, off of this machine, and ready, uploaded to streaming services, set to come out. See, anyway, I did the backup vocals mostly last night. I still might add a little bit to the backup vocals, but today is mostly just the lead vocals, which can be pretty difficult. I know these ones are going to be. It's a pretty challenging song. So now that the bar is already set way too high, we started off with the vocals yesterday, doing the backup vocals in the evening. So mostly what I'm doing here is just trying to build a big chorus effect. I don't show it all here, but I ended up layering about 5 vocals to start with, and then added harmonies on top of that. And then I also wanted to explain the phrase, "put the hammer down." To put it simply, I'm saying we should go on a nationwide strike. If everybody decided to not show up to work tomorrow, things would change in this country really quick.
Put the hammer down.
You know, I'm trying to figure out some harmonies. So, not that much to narrate here. Like I said, I'm coming up with harmonies to go along with the 5 layers of backup vocals that I already have. In this, you'll see me kind of just mess around with it, come up with a melody that seems to work, and then record it.
Put the hammer down. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and light. One day more.
Yeah, it was late towards the end of the day at this point. Those high harmonies that I recorded at the end were definitely a bit of a struggle, but You know, it all sounds just fine on the recording with all the layered vocals.
What the have I done? Put the hammer down. Tomorrow will be worlds away. One day more.
Alright, so I'm pretty much just gonna go for it. It'll usually take me like a few takes. I'll usually do like one or two takes that are like bad before I start to figure it out a little more.
I don't know why it's all backwards. Why?
Well, it would turn out that just about every take I did on this day was a bad one. Doing the recording on this day was just ill-advised in general.
I used to think I could make a difference. Too many years in the world has brought me down.
Oh man, my voice is feeling a little off today. Might not even be able to do it today.
Too many years in the world has brought me down.
I should have waited to do it, but I really just wanted to get it done. And anyway, most of this footage kind of embarrassing. Anyway, it's pretty bad in the beginning, but it does get better the next day and the day after that.
I used to see things so much brighter.
Yeah, I don't know. My voice is just not really, I don't know if it was the backup vocals yesterday or what. I'm trying again. It's like a half hour later.
I don't know why we're still trapped here. Where the gods
Honestly, for the most part, pretty much all the actual like decent takes that I got of the lead vocals recording for this song were done when the camera was off. I don't know if it's like a mental thing or what. It's definitely partly that, but yeah, I mostly just got bad recordings on camera. But despite the general condition of my voice, I was able to get most of the verses recorded that day. Not really the choruses, but most of the verses.
I used to dream the storm would quiet down, but it's a black raging hole. We can't do this, we can't do this. Don't let yourself get pulled into the fire. We can't do this, we can't do this. Don't wanna watch everyone suffer.
I don't know, man. Again, I probably shouldn't be doing this today because my voice just doesn't really sound good today.
I don't know why it's all backwards. Why we bow our heads to foolish masters and give all our good years to a thief. 'Cause the few own everything. And if you don't know, I'm sorry to tell you soon. They're coming to douse your books in gasoline. They divide so we stay weak. Every corporate outlet plays for the same team. No one rich man's got us on our knees. I can't do this, I can't do this. Don't wanna watch the world get turned under. I used to see things so much brighter. Now I don't know where the light is hiding out. And this heart can't be unbroke, 'cause we don't wanna fix it. I used to say I'd stay unshaken. I used to say I'd stay unshaken. This bitter pill is a pain that won't be drowned, 'cause we're too far gone to cope. It's like an attack. Maybe call you back when my heart isn't broken, 'cause I'm way too sad. Thought we both had an internal compass.
Alright, again, I probably shouldn't even be doing this because my voice probably isn't just up for it today, but I just like want to have this song done so bad that I'm just like trying to do it. But anyway, I got a bunch of vocals now and I'm gonna try to make something of them. Alright, well guys, I did it. I did not do it. I did not. Not yet anyway.
I don't know why it's all backwards. While we bow our heads to foolish masters and give all our good years to a thief. 'Cause the few own everything. And if you don't know, I'm sorry to tell you soon. They're coming to douse your books in gasoline. They just tell you what to do. Everybody's jumping. I used to say I'd stay unshaken. This pair of pillows of pain that won't be jokes, 'cause we're too far gone to go. It's like an attack. Maybe call you back when my heart is broken. We can do this. And I wanna watch everyone suffer.
Alright, I have not been able to get into the studio for a couple of days. It's been absolutely driving me nuts that this song is like just this close to being finished. Today I'm finally back in. All I have to do today is redo the chorus vocals. It's mostly just the first chorus. The second chorus isn't bad, but I also still think I could probably do a little bit better. And that's pretty much it. And then also just the scream at the end of the second verse. I should have done the song in capo 3, but
I used to think I could make a difference. So many years in the world has broke me down. So I'm giving up all hope.
yeah, but like still not great though.
Now I don't know where the light is hiding out. And this heart can't be unbroke, 'cause we don't want to fix it.
Yeah, well, you know, that one was okay, but we already got one that's okay. Looking back through this footage, it's actually hard to believe that the finished version of this song sounds as good as it does. I can only assume that pretty much all the good takes that were actually usable were mostly just not on camera. Yeah, I finally just did one that was slightly better than mediocre when the camera was off.
Into a hell you won't believe. Won't believe. I used to pray that God was listening. I used to dream the storm would quiet down, but it's up like raging hell. Used to dream the storm would quiet down. I used to dream of a better future. Used to believe we'd figure this shit out, but that's far too much to hope, and no one wants to listen.
And you know, it's like of the chorus, most of it is actually okay to begin with. It's really just a couple of lines that I'm really focused on. For pretty much all the recorded music that I have up online, for most of the time that I was doing that, I was doing everything in one take. To me, it kind of was like cheating to splice to even do anything. So like pretty much everything you hear in all my past recordings, even the vocals, were done in one single take. You know, I just want to make the best product that I possibly can, and so, you know, as quickly as I can. And so, you know, if that means that I have to do some splicing with stuff, you know, this is honestly the first song I've ever recorded where I'm kind of like embracing splicing. Well, guys, I did it. I did not do it. Not yet, anyway. It's freaking great. And I don't know why, but I've been having like a constant panic attack for like the last several hours while I mix it. Anyway, the vocals are officially done. Now it's just time to mix. So I don't know. It's just always the thing. It's just like the world doesn't seem to see the same thing that you see. I hope the world likes it too. But if they don't, I've got a lot more coming. Think that eventually the world will like one of them. I promise some mixing and mastering in this video. Maybe just mixing, but on this machine, when I record the master, it is like I press record and it is recording, you know, just a recording of all the tracks as they go. And you can change it. Sorry, my thumbnail is really, I really trim my nails. You can change it as it goes. It's like a performance, but you have to get it right. If you screw up one thing, you have to restart and do the whole thing over. This is the master EQ of the song, so you can see I'm turning down a bit of the bass. I've already turned down some of the lows on the bass and the guitar and the drums, because when I listened to the last master that I put together in my car, I could tell it was way too bassy. That's pretty much always what happens every time I mix and master a song with this thing. Like I mentioned before, because these speakers just don't have a ton of bass response. So I just almost always end up with this like really low, like booming noises going on that I didn't hear while I was in here. You know, I always hope that like this very first master that I record is just going to be like, oh, it's perfect, we're done. That almost never happens. I usually do like 50 of them. And I'm going to hit the mix down mastering button. Yeah, let me just go ahead and now it's going to record the song.
One day more.
Okay, well, I thought I had the song done last night, but as usual, there's still just one line in this song on the vocals that's just bothering me. You know, for a long time I've been insecure about my voice. I mean, even just my speaking voice right now, it's like annoying and like nasally and whiny. It's like, it's not quite as annoying as like Ben Shapiro, but like it's somewhere. You know, I just can't like, oftentimes I can't get over the thought in my head. Maybe my voice is just too weird, too annoying and nasally sounding for anybody to ever really want to listen to it. Like, my voice is very distinctive. I've really never heard anybody else who sounds like me. I have a very, unique thing going on, and I can do a lot of things with my voice that most people can't do. But at the same time, it's just like, it doesn't matter if your voice is just like so annoying that nobody wants to listen to it. And it's like, sure, there have been many people in music who have weird, unique sounding voices, whether it's Rush or Axl Rose or the dude from Modest Mouse. No matter what I do, I don't love my voice. I just kind of wish it sounded a little bit different from how it does. Anyway, today there's literally pretty much just one line. I mean, kind of two lines, but there's really just like one line in this song now, still in the first chorus, that I just don't love. Just don't know why. So I'll just be able to run in and get it done. But this is how it goes. I mean, I completely lost my mind when I was making Life Sucks Heartbeats for like a good month of just like being like, oh, it's done, and then the next day, oh no, it sucked, redo the whole thing. Now it's done, now I finally got it, oh, next day come back, redo the whole thing, it sucks. You can really just like lose your mind, especially when you're listening to a song like over and over and over again, like hundreds of times. It totally starts to sound different. So I don't know, but I'm still messing with it.
One day more.
It is once again the next day. Just had a CAT scan on my abdomen for my stomach problems that nobody knows about. So I am officially and fully into the mixing and mastering portion of doing this song, but this happens every time. Meow. You got something to say? Meow? Meow. Meow. Okay. This happens so much with every song. I get it to the point where it's like 99% done, and then I just can't push it over the edge to 100. So basically, like all last night for hours and hours, I was just trying to mix this song and record the master for it over and over and over again. I need to move the level of the vocals up and down throughout the song a little bit in order for it to just sound right, to be matching the different sections of the song and where it needs to be. And I need to move that fader exactly to the right place where it needs to go at every single part of the song where it needs to be. And if I accidentally, overshoot it a little bit, or it doesn't change enough, or anything is slightly not where I want it to be, then the whole take is lost, and I gotta redo it over again. I finally got something that was pretty decent, but now guess what? Now I feel like the vocals are just a little bit too loud. And so now, today, I'm once again gonna be hopefully just trying to record one more stupid master of this thing with the vocals a little bit lower, and then I'll be done. What's up, Key 2? Where? You want to turn around and face the camera? You want to be a little more photogenic? Meow. I know, I said she's looking forward to sitting around here today for hours and hours while I play the same song over and over again, I'm sure. Okay, a little bit here. So you got when you do the master, you click this mastering button, and now we're in mix down mode, and then I gotta come over here and you hit the play and record, and it's gonna record all the tracks like it does, and then as we go, I've got all the main vocals now bounced onto track number 6. So I take a look at this fader here, and I gotta watch this thing, and I gotta move this number 6 fader manually up and down as the song goes through to exactly the right levels that I want it to be at, and you have to get it right, or else you gotta redo the whole thing. It's just really temperamental, and if it doesn't go to exactly where it's supposed to be at each time where it's supposed to be there, it's just all lost. This can get extremely frustrating, but I'm this close to having this thing done.
Tomorrow will be worlds away. One day more. One day more.
The day has finally come, my nightmare is over, and the song is finally finished. I'm free. Today is Friday. 2 days ago, Wednesday, marked 3 weeks since I started working on this song. I originally, like I said a few times, thought I would be able to get this song done in like a week, which I can now see was definitely unrealistic for what I was trying to do. So anyway, the last few days have been a marathon, a trial. The last few days have been difficult, let's just say that. So on Wednesday, I was really hoping I would get the song done by that 3 week mark, and I was working on it all day. I get into this thing where I keep saying, okay, today I'm going to finish the song. Today, no matter what, I'm just going to keep working on it until it's done. And then it always just keeps going on, and you can't ever actually get it quite perfect. So on Wednesday, I thought I had the song mixed, but then once I actually took the song off the machine and listened to it in my car, I could hear all these crazy low bass frequencies that I couldn't hear before on my equipment down there. And so the only way I can really tell how the bass, the low end of this song sounds, is by listening to it in the car. And because of that, there's always like this crazy low end noise that comes out of nowhere as soon as I get the song finished and take it out to the car to listen to it. But I already have the song mixed. I was really hoping that I would just be able to do a little bit of mastering, do a little bit of EQ on the master, and just get rid of a little bit of that extra low end and make the thing sound good. And then so from Wednesday evening all the way until yesterday afternoon, that's what I was doing, was just trying to do a little tweak on the master to get it to sound good. But no matter what I did, every time I got the thing off the machine and listened to it in the car or anywhere else, it just sounded exactly the same. It sounded like all those annoying frequencies were just still there. And so I eventually realized that this EQ that I'm doing on the master is not working. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the machine has just decided not to work on the mastering now anymore, or if it's always been like this. And I just was tricking my brain this whole time, thinking that these tweaks that I was making to the EQ on the master were actually doing something. But I figured out yesterday definitively that they weren't. And that means, to my utter dismay and horror, that the only way to fix this low frequency problem that's going on in the song is to go back into the mix and individually go through each one of the instruments and fix them one by one, which means that I had to remix the song again, which means that I have to again go through the process of sitting there with my finger on the fader, keeping it right where it needs to be at every single second of the song. And if you make one mistake and go a little too far or a little too low, at any point, you're going to redo the whole thing all over again. And that, man, when I figured out I had to do that again yesterday, that was just like, oh my God. Absolutely awful. But somehow, I was able to figure it out, get it done, get the song mixed, and then some point around 10 or 11 last night, I finally realized that it was good. It was done. I finally got it right. If you're watching this now, this should be the 4th video of the series of recording a song with no DAW. So hopefully the song, if you're watching this now, hopefully the song will, be almost out soon or be out already, so you'll be able to check it out. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what decision I'm going to make from here as far as recording with this machine. But I don't know, it's still the way I like to record, but obviously, as you can see, it's like a huge amount of work and issues and difficulties in order to do it. So anyway, I don't know. The song isn't perfect, but I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's a good song. It definitely has, some issues that are just never really going to be perfect, like the drums and a couple of vocal, maybe really just kind of one vocal line that I kind of rushed a little bit. And I do think it's a very good song. It's well written. It has so many different interesting, unique elements in it throughout. The whole song is just constantly going from one interesting thing to the next. It just constantly gives your ear something new and interesting to hear every few seconds along the way throughout the whole thing. So I don't know. Hope it does well. Hopefully people like it. I don't know what else to say at this point except for thanks for watching, and I'm really looking forward to not recording any song in the studio today. But very soon I will try to start on the next one.
Into a hell you won't find.